this episode of Dad Mums.
You know when they get like homework, they send you these things like, oh, we've been learning about numbers. Do this week. We're not doing that. Is there any parent who doesn't have a fussy eater?
No. And you know what? Fussy eating is such a normal thing to happen. So there is actually a developmental stage about sort of 18 months to 3 years where they actually go through a fussy eating stage. It's actually got a very scientific name. It's called food neophobia. And that just means that they're not going to eat anything that looks odd, because the chances that they're moving about on their own, they might find something, put it into their mouth and poison themselves. So that's why...
So it's like an evolutionary
Yes,
thing.
it is. It's like a self-preservation mechanism. But then there's just...
So she's a nutritionist.
I am.
That's why she's like...
So there's also then you know, the kids become a bit older, like ours, you know, when they're toddlers, and they start bending their me muscle.
Because we're definitely going through this phase where Mio's like, he doesn't fucking like pizza at the moment. That is awful.
What is wrong with the kid?
And it's like, what am I going to do with this?
Just
I
persevere.
assume it's a phase.
Yes, and the thing is that we get so worried when the kid isn't eating, and then we panic, and then we pander, and then the kid can feel that, and they know that they're either getting attention or they're getting what they want.
Yeah.
But the thing is that as long as they are growing normally, they're probably they're getting enough, and then they'll get out of this phase. You know, it could just be that he sat next to someone at school and they didn't like it.
Yeah.
So it's all about peers at this sort of 5+ or nearly 5 age group anyway. So we've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, we definitely had a fussy baby. You're just really concerned about it, aren't you? I think something that we did notice is because, you know, like young kids eat at like really random times. They don't eat at normal meal times. And we noticed that there was a lot of times that we would just have Mia having lunch or dinner by himself. Because it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not a dinner time for grown-ups. And when we tried to kind of get out of that, and at least one of us would pretend to eat with him, that had a massive impact.
Oh, it does, yeah. Nobody wants to eat on their own. I mean, that's just sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably one of the top tips, you know, eat with a child. Eat the same food that the child is eating. You know, this whole thing, everyone having different meals. Yeah, well, you know, that's the thing. Eat together, you know. Be enthusiastic about the food, talk about it, you know, keep offering the food, you know, it takes a long time for, you know, just put it on the plate, put it next to the plate, tell them it's okay to, you know, like, especially when it comes to new foods, you know, if they just want to, you know, the main thing is just try it. If you don't like it, spit it out. It's okay not to like everything. Touch it, lick it.
But yeah, that's interesting with the new food, like, because it's such a trend, like, you know, especially when you have a young kid and you often make the food yourself. And it's so heartening to kind of like spend an hour cooking like Shepherd's Pie, and they're like,
yeah, no, I would just go, no, and just like push the plate.
But what do you say? Like, you just try it again?
Yeah, just give
Crazy.
it.
Because we sometimes try to make the mealtime quite fun, and like I read him a book or something, or you know, when they're very little, you let them have a toy, and it's like, I know that you're not supposed to do this.
Well, it is a distraction, so they're kind of not concentrating on the food, and you know, I'm terrible at this. You know, he always has toys at the table.
Yeah.
But TV, that's a no. We will not have the TV on. Although when I have me time, I like nothing better than eating from a tray in front of the telly. That's lovely. But then like the whole other thing is like when you go out to eat and there's other people around you and you sort of trying to keep the peace, then you know I paddle away.
Of course. Yeah. This is the big thing, obviously, because everyone bribes and threatens children. Yes. So, come on, nutritionist.
Yeah.
Tell me you don't do that.
I do that all the time. I did that today. But no, that's not what you're not supposed to do that.
Everyone knows you're not supposed to do that. Like, This is my constant guilty mom moment.
2 more mouthfuls, just 2 more mouthfuls, baby, and then you can have your dessert.
Yeah. But then you don't want them to kind of like, I think the problem is like you feel like they're not eating their proper dinner and they're just filling up with chocolate puddings and stuff.
Yeah. Chocolate pudding is not a dessert, that's a treat.
Yeah.
Treat is once a week, twice a week. So dessert is a yogurt or it's fruit.
Are you keeping to that? Because we're
No,
not.
I'm not. I would say that I keep to that 40% of the time.
Okay.
Rubbish. I'm rubbish. I think that's the whole point that we're trying to
Yes.
say. We all do it. Today we went to the restaurant and I said to Noah, 2 more mouthfuls of pizza and you can have pudding.
You know when they get like homework, they send you these things like, oh, we've been learning about numbers. Do this week. We're not doing that. It's just not doing it. It's like he comes back with like, practice like, 4 plus 5 is 9. I don't know. It's bullshit. He needs a weekend. They don't need to do homework at 5. Anyway, cheers guys.
Cheers, guys.
Stay safe.